So first of all, I'm just going to throw it over to Renee, I believe, just to give us an update from the city's perspective, and then I think it'll be Jessica to speak to the CityNet part of this project, and then we'll have questions after each part of that. So Renee, can I turn it over to you?
You may, Jeff. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. And so we're a little over halfway through our 120-day pilot. Probably, and I'll let CityNet talk about some of the specifics about what's happening on the shelter side. On the encampment side, we have addressed the initial 6 that we discussed. And this, I would say, the overall success of acceptance of residents who are living in those encampments was good. I mean, we had a really high percentage and have essentially filled our spaces for the most part. So now we're working on how to make sure that we support and maintain those folks who are looking for permanent housing, and taking some of the lessons learned from operating a pilot of this kind of intensity in the area, and how we might use that to build programming, not just within the city, but regionally as well, and sharing that with the county and our other partners. We are taking an update to the City Council next Tuesday on the 14th. I wanted to share a lot of the specifics around what we've learned in attempting to manage a comprehensive program like this, and how we might want to move that forward, and give the council and the community some opportunity to have some discussion before the pilot winds down. So we'll be looking at some options with them on Tuesday.
So that agenda usually comes out on the Thursday before the meeting,
that's right? So it will be out this Thursday.
Because then people can look at what time that's going to be on the agenda.
That's right. Fortunately, there aren't any major items before us, so we should be fairly early on the docket. I'm hoping by 3 or 3:30 at the latest.
Okay, great. Are there any questions for Renee?
No, but can I say thank you?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Looks like you got the 2 inhabitants out of our hot springs camp and moved them to the Rose Garden Inn, and so I just want to say thank you very much for that.
Oh, absolutely, Sharon. I know, and I think it's all better when we work together. So we're looking forward to that. Yes, so thank you.
Thanks, Sharon, and thanks, Renee. It's always good to get a thanks on calls like this, and I appreciate all the work you're doing as well in the Montecito region and throughout Santa Barbara City as well.
Thanks.
If there's no other questions, throw it over to, is it Jessica? Are you going to give us the update? I see Emily and Brad on the call too.
I have Emily back. Yeah, Emily is on. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm back and I'm happy to be here. Right now in the Rose Garden, we have 48 clients and 34 rooms. We've been able to connect several clients to vouchers, which is super exciting. And so we're seeing the emergency housing voucher process underway. And we've also been able to get 16 people marked document ready while at the Rose Garden. One of the biggest hurdles that we're trying to conquer is the accumulation of stuff. I know Sharon knows all about this, of when clients move into hotels, managing the items. And so that's taking a lot of our logistics coordinators to help downsize and make sure that people are getting ready and prepared for permanent housing. And so this model has just been really great in teaching our clients those life skills that they're going to be needing in order to successfully maintain their tenancy in the future. Another big success is that we were able able to isolate a client who tested positive for COVID without COVID spreading through the shelter. So it just shows that a non-congregate shelter is the way to go. The pandemic is very active still, and without having these rooms to self-isolate, our clients would not be able to, maintain their health and get that adequate care. We're also working towards employment for our clients. We have 2 clients who were employed by the Santa Barbara Bowl, which is very exciting. And then we also were able to provide vaccines for most of our clients there. I think 10 clients actually signed up for the Johnson & Johnson vaccines. And so they're getting their healthcare needs taken care of. Besides for that, we are still working on getting everyone else document ready. 48 clients is a huge caseload for 2 case managers to handle. And so I'm so proud of the work that they're doing and how fast they're going through this process. So if anyone had any questions, I can answer them now. And then I don't remember, it's been a while since the last meeting. I just want to give a huge shout out to SDPD for helping us get the one client who's in front of Farmer's Boy inside. She is at the Rose Garden and she's doing very well. I know she became a local celebrity on Nextdoor and Facebook, and neighbors are very concerned about her. And she actually is marked document ready and on her way towards housing. So that's exciting as well. And we wouldn't have been able to bring her inside without the help of SBPD. So thank you.
Another shout out to Lieutenant Kushner on the call and your team. Good work. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And I would be remiss if I didn't give proper credit to the chief of police. I apologize if I told this story already, but one morning he came in and said, go get a car, we're going out. He's never done that before. And so we drove up there and he did most of the talking with this person that Emily's referencing, and they had a connection based on her being from Alabama and the chief having a connection to Alabama, and the timing was right. They had a good connection and he was able to talk her into it, and Emily answered her phone when I called her and was able to facilitate it. So all the stars lined up. So yeah, it was a cool win, and the chief gets credit on that one, and Emily's team for getting her in there quickly. So
that's fantastic. As Sharon and Renee both mentioned, when everyone works together and no one cares who gets the credit, it all works really well. So thanks everyone for all the partnership that's gone into this project, as well as everything in just Santa Barbara City as a whole. I think that's why we're seeing greater success, is willingness for everyone to play their proper role and connect as quickly as possible. When you have those warm handoffs happen right away, that's pretty amazing. And it only happens because there's tremendous trust growing in our community. So really appreciate everyone and the work you're doing. I don't know if there are other comments or questions regarding the pilot. If not, we can let everyone go early. I don't think anyone's going to shed any tears over that.
Jeff, quick question. This is Brad from CityNet. Just sure. From the city council, it's not in person, correct? We're still doing all Zoom.
That's correct. We are still all online. So okay. So we'll make sure, like for our team, which that's including CityNet and SBAC, that you have links available for our collective participation and question and answer. But yes, I mean, everyone, obviously we want members of the community to log in and and give their questions and comments as we're having this conversation with council on Tuesday.
Well, I know we will also be having some planning meetings as we are halfway through and moving toward the next stage post 120 days. What are we going to need to pull together to make sure we continue to be successful? But no doubt, if we keep pulling together as we are currently. We will figure it out. So thanks, everyone. And we will have another meeting in 2 weeks. And hopefully you can join the city council meeting next Tuesday. So be looking for that agenda. We will send that out once. We will also send the city council meeting agenda out once it's kind of posted. All right, everyone. Thank you. Have a great week. And I know we'll see many of you on future calls. Bye.
Thanks. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Jeff.